Hello, today we're going to cover a concept called string interpolation, and the name sounds pretty daunting, but trust me, this is going to be a pretty easy concept, and hopefully this will be a pretty short video. So let's say that I need to buy a new carpet for my living room, and it's basically a rectangular living room, and let's say that it's 10 feet wide, and let's say it's 8 feet long. And let's say that the price per square foot of carpet is $7.50. And I just want to figure out what is the total cost of the carpet. So I'm going to write a wrong version of the program first, where I say cost is, well, it's the width times the length times the price per square foot. And I'm going to run this program. And the output that I get is not very helpful. It's just spitting the formula. So what I really want to do is have this expression be evaluated, but this expression's inside the string. So when CoffeeScript sees that, CoffeeScript doesn't know where the English stops and where the arithmetic starts. It's just not something that it's aware of. And in fact, maybe there are other situations where I really want to say what the formula is, not what the evaluation of the formula is. So I'm going to show you how to fix this. So I'm going to start with this pound character here, and then the curly brace, which is above the curly braces in the square brackets you'll find on your keyboard next to the letter P, kind of on the upper right part of your keyboard. And then I'm going to say where the expression ends by using the end curly brace, or you can call it the closed curly brace. So I've basically introduced three characters. It's the pound sign, and then an open curly, and then I have some expression inside, and then the close. And these are all inside the string. So let's see what happens when we run this program now. Well, I have a typo. Let me put the Q in here. It gave me a reference error. We've talked about errors before, but basically it gave me a reference error because it was trying to evaluate this expression PPSQFT, and I hadn't actually assigned that to a variable because I had the typo in the previous line. But at any rate, we're not talking about debugging today. So now, when it computes the cost, when it prints out this string, it's doing something called interpolation. It's saying that anything inside these curlies needs to be evaluated as an expression. So it's almost like where we have the string includes a little mini program inside of it, and CoffeeScript is smart enough to know that this syntax here at the beginning and then this syntax here at the end introduces the place where we need to interpolate the inner expression. So that's kind of a mouthful, but hopefully the concept's pretty clear. And let's verify that the program is really doing what we intend by evaluating the expression 10 times 8 times 750. And sure enough, that's 600. So we will reinforce this syntax in future screencasts, but I just wanted to introduce that to you today. And let me just close with one more example. I'll just add another line to the program. So I will say that the area of the room is, and then I start interpolating width times length, and then I close that. And if I run this program now, I should get two lines of output. The first says that the cost is 600, and then the second line of output says that the area of the room is 80. And I could even be a little more helpful to myself by saying 80 square feet, and run that program again, and there the output is like that. And why don't I add the $sign too for the cost. Okay, and now I have the program essentially talking to me in English, but I'm using the power of the computer programming language to evaluate these arithmetic expressions. And that's it for today.